Nice shirt, Nightwing.
Oh, thank you.
Looking around and see all the comic stuff. I think that's the only one I recognize. You got a lot of pins.
I'm Captain Marvel.
Oh, yes, you are. Cool.
Captain Marvel now.
Oh, bet. Good job.
Sorry.
Oh, good. Take your time.
Sorry about
I
this.
guess before we begin, just do you know anything about season 2?
If you watch the show, I know as much as you. So there's that. Yeah.
All right. So in the assumption that we will have one,
Right.
Let's just because we're positive.
Lovely
people.
assumption. Yeah.
So Willie was really like heading down the pacifist route, actually, following his girlfriend maybe out of a life of crime. Do you think that that's something he could stick with?
From my perspective, nah. He made friends that he really cares about. People who've already caused him to compromise on certain things. We saw that when Willie stood up for Marcus at the prom to Chico, sacrificed a little red around his eye, but I don't think that he'll be able to sustain it. But that's me knowing Willie. But I honestly hope that he would. I hope that we never see him again, and he's kicking it with Gabrielle, because, man, it would be nice for somebody to make it out. Yeah.
Well, on the flip side of that, how do you think he reacts to the events of the finale when and if he does fight?
If he found out, he would probably be either extremely guilty, or he'd be like, it's not my problem.
One extreme or the other.
As a cast, did any of you read ahead in the comic books to find out what might happen to your characters?
As a cast, we all read everything. All of us. I actually don't. Yep, yeah, all of us. We all read up to the most recent comic because Rick gave us the comics. He wanted us to make sure that we knew the world and everything. So I read everything because I wanted to understand what the world of Deadly Class was. And it's an awesome world.
So what do you think connected Willie to, I literally just forgot his name for a second. Marcus. So quickly.
Man. I think that relationship is one of my favorites because Willie has a lot of things Marcus wants. Marcus has a lot of things Willie wants. They both respect each other for being what each other wants, yet they envy the same things that they want. So you have this relationship that is envious and protective and passionate and apathetic. So again, we talk about extremes, and they're the perfect example of that. They're friends who don't like each other, and that's really cool.
Did you ever think that Superman's a punk is such a great pickup line?
Oh man, you know what? Watching that back, it did seem kind of gangster, but at the moment, I was like, oh, he's being a little a-hole right now. But that is how you would probably pick up a girl in a comic store, yeah.
But
yeah, absolutely.
in the end, though, that's not what won her over, right?
That is true.
The emotional sincerity of admitting that you're around.
Mm-hmm. But he's very, I guess, pretentious when it comes to comics. And you mentioned Chris Claremont and John Byrne. From episode 1, we see that he's somebody who's very passionate about the fact that he knows comics. So, yeah.
Puts a gun to a guy's head when he doesn't. This is Dark Phoenix Saga.
Yeah, you're not supposed to do that from what I've learned. After my research, you don't diss Dark Phoenix. At least not to Willie. You know he won't shoot you, but he will put the gun to your head.
Has that inspired you in your real life to read a little more comic books? Or?
Well, Deadly Class is my first introduction to comics, period. I hadn't read any comics before then. I just watched comic book movies, which I've always loved. Because it's like superheroes are kind of like the Greeks of today. Like Zeus and Poseidon and all that stuff. It's like just as grand and dramatic, and I really love it.
Do you ever speculate what your character might be doing in the year 2019?
You know, someone asked me that a little bit ago, and I think that he would be a pacifist in every way. Like, if he was out of King's Dominion and a normal guy, he would probably be somebody, not who doesn't like confrontation, but who tries to, like, get rid of conversation, like tries to dispel it. You'd probably be telling everybody to chill out, probably trying to remind people on the left and the right politically that we truly all do want the same thing, we just want it in different ways. And people would probably be mad to hear that, but Willie would be like, it's the truth. What you gonna do about it, you know? That's what I think about him.
Reaction like after that episode where Willie left and after the fact what happened on the show. How do fans react?
They didn't like it. Yeah, they didn't like it at all. They wanted Willie to stick around. They wanted him to compromise and protect people. We've seen him do it a little bit. you know, with Chico, and that was a little tease, but we'll see. But they definitely didn't. Yeah, I
Thanks.
saw it on the ground.
Would you like Drew Brees if this is how he made?
Me? Nah. If one of my friends was in trouble, I don't even care if they're wrong. That's my friend. You know, that's just me.
Thank you so much.
Thanks so much, guys.
Thank
Nice to
you.
meet you all.
Thank you.